on Africa is an extremely determined NGO in Anambra State which aims in discovering and deploying potentials among the African youth and their development. This non-government organization was founded by Mr. Chibu Nweke, a strong-willed and determined individual who took a huge task upon himself to bring in light and creativity in Anambra State. The NGO was forged on October 2017. It was never an easy task, from creating its team to generating ideas and passing these ideas to the commissioners and ministers on seat as of the time.
Bring It On Africa was founded in the year October 2018, and one of our major mission is to our mission is in three categories. Number one is to make entrepreneurship a catalyst for consistent human capacity development, to create a program that will for the young generations that will channel their mind away from crime, and to discover and develop young generations for their entrepreneurship skills, and to make them to reach their full potential. These are the our three vision of the NGO, and for the past from that 2018 that we are officially registered, because the NGO actually was founded in the year 2017. So before that year we were officially founded, we already have our clear blueprint and what we want to achieve, and that was why we have to we called our teams. We discovered our goal and what we want to do.
The CEO, Mr. Chibu Nweke, firstly reached out to the Commissioner for Basic Education 2018 in Anambra State, Prof. Kate Azuka Omenoha, concerning a partnership towards a talent hunt project. The idea of this project was to recruit different hidden talents from secondary school candidates in Awka and Anambra State. The NGO aimed on specific activities such as talent exhibition, which included singing, dancing, acting, writing and tech innovation, youth empowerment, skill acquisition, business mentorship, education development, and trainings. Of course, for a new and developing organization, it was a hard task to impress the ministry with these ideas, but with consistency and persistency from the CEO and his team, the first talent exhibition project was approved, though with no funds. This first talent exhibition was the first of its kind brought about in Awka and Anambra State. This was because of the zeal and efforts put together by the NGO to push through this project, and also the support and partnership from ASUBEB, Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, and PPSSC, Post Primary School Services Commission, and all the sponsors the team reached out to. This was the first successful project the NGO Bring It On Africa pulled through in the year 2017.
Our first project was Anambra State Creative Talent Hunt. In fact, that was our first piloting program. Then there was no fund. It was a new NGO that is trying to make a name for themselves. So we have to work with the Ministry of Basic Education, Ministry of Education then, headed by the Commissioner for Education then, Professor Kate Omenoha. We submitted a proposal to them for that project, and it was approved, but there was no fund. They did not give us fund, and we don't even have any funds. But it was already a drive that we want to drive and want to use this project to make a name for the NGO in Anambra State. So we did the project. It was not easy for secondary school talent hunt. Thank God for ASUBEB and PPSSC. They were involved and helped us in doing that project. So we taught around schools and we discovered talent in acting, singing, dancing, and the innovation. That was the first piloting program that we did. But the aim of that program is for us to use it to create a benchmark for our future endeavors. So it went well. It was a successful project, even though it was not easy. But thank God we we did it well. So that
its
was
thirst for more talent, the NGO decided to hold yet another statewide talent show, which aimed in finding appropriate candidates for specific skills and exposing them to get recognized. This was the 2018 Anambra Talent Show in partnership with the Ministry of Youth, Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy. The Commissioner for Youth Entrepreneurship as of the time was Dr. Bonaventure Enemali. Over 1,400 youths were discovered in the different categories of acting, singing, writing, dancing, arts and tech innovation. It was indeed a massive project and was indeed enjoyed by all the students and youths who all participated, including the former governor, Dr. Willie Obiano, commissioners and ministers who were all present in the Anambra Talent Show grand finale.
So before then, we pushed to Ministry of Youth. After the project, we organized another project in 2018. Anambra Talent Show. Already remember that was a piloting, the one we did that time last year, 2017 was a piloting program on what we want to do next. So we now organize a bigger talent show we call Anambra Talent Show. That Anambra Talent Show was more like using both adults, young ones, and everybody to come up and discover what you have. It was also in acting, singing, dancing, and the technovation. So the talent hunt was more like to revamp creativity in Anambra State and to engage the youth, and in other words, to channel their mind away from the crowd. This is one of our major vision of the NGO. So the talent show we partnered with the Ministry of Youth, Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy by the former Commissioner of Youth, Commissioner for Youth, that Dr. Bonaventure Enemali, a very wonderful man that saw it important to partner with us for the project, and the project was massive. It was successful. We had to discover a lot of talents in singing, dancing, acting, and technician. In fact, it was more like most of them now. That project have made them now what they are today. Now they are doing so well in their career. Now we have actually achieved the aim of the NGO, which is to discover, which we actually discover them. We develop them and we deploy them. So the talent show was more like a way to expose young generations. 2022 Anambra Talent Show. We have done it again. We have done it before in 2018. We are doing it again now. And the same thing we have been doing. That's what we are doing now. Talent. It's everywhere. It was massive. We pulled in people that are talented in this category of acting, singing, dancing, and technication. So
the NGO strategy was a digital transformation in the educational system of Anambra State, elevating the educational system from analog to digital, creating more global competition for students, and helping the teachers adapt to a more effective ways of teaching and impacting. By this, the NGO introduced a global debate which aims to make children and students capable of being active, responsible, and productive in the society. 2019 Governors Schools Debate Championship was a superb project, and for the first time in the history of debate in Anambra State, there was over 1,500 schools who showed interest, and we succeeded in sustaining the culture of dialogue and making public speaking a norm in schools. This project was very impressive that the former governor, Dr. Willie Obiano, donated the Anambra debate bus.
Now, one of the first things we did, I told her that I want debates is one thing that the state is being known for in the education system. We have been doing so well in debates, at least the most we can do. Before I came into the ministry, already the state government have won presidential school debate championship of Nigeria debate competition. That's PSDN is an NGO that has been doing national debate with the federal government. So, and they have been doing so well. So the state government have been doing well. Anambra State have been doing so well in this competition. So I already have where I can key in and develop, because already we are trying to scatter the plan. What we want to do is to arrange what they have done, and to see how can able to bring in spices and make it better. So one of the things I told her is that we need to now sustain debate in the state and make debate a norm in Anambra State. How do we do that? What she asked me. I told her, well, first of all, one of the things we have to do is, well, first of all, we have to now organize a statewide debate competition. Let us now have our own brand of debate competition in Anambra State. We can be doing debate where all schools, both private, public, missions, who participate of that debate. That we don't need to have any discrimination, because then we are only doing PPSC debates. That's PPSC is only for public secondary schools. But now want to now organize a statewide competition that will be fair and free and fair. That's what the first thing we did first. Now that debate was 2019. We target Anambra State Governor School Debate Championship. We want to do it every year till we leave the office. So that the first debate that we did was 2019 Governor School Debate Championship, and it was a massive project. For the first time in Anambra State, we have over 1,500 schools. I don't mean students, to schools that were part of that debate. We have mission schools, private schools, public, everywhere in the state. It was bubbling, and we had to go to all local government to ensure that schools, because what we want to do, the aim of that debate is for us to get awareness, for us to make it to be an hunger in schools. So we have to engage every school. We engage education secretaries, everybody. We are part of that debate. So the massive debate, one of the best debates ever organized in Southeast. It was very packaged, and what we want to do that, we want to use it to create a record in the state, and also to use it and we develop debate in Anambra State. So debate was awesome. I think the winner of that debate that year, primary school, was Handmaid Infant Jesus Nursery Primary School. Oka won the first prize in primary category. We have ORO Seminary Onitsha won the first prize position in the secondary category. That was how the debate ended in 2019. Now, after that 2019, I told the commissioner, before then, the debate, the governor was very impressed. The governor was very happy about the debate. In fact, before he even came for the finals, he called the commissioner on the phone. The commissioner told me that the governor called her and was very happy that the way the debate is doing, the way the debate is going now in Anambra State, that he loves this Anambra governor's debate, that is everywhere, it's in everywhere. Before then, when the governor came into power 2014, he promised the commissioner that he's going to donate a debate bus for them. That promise was not fulfilled. It was in doing this project the government now saw that the debate is doing well in Anambra State. He now promised commissioner, by next week, I'm going to redeem that bus that I promised to you people. And next week we had a brand new debate bus, because then for us to go for debate competition in Anambra State, then they used to rent a car or get source for another vehicle that will carry them, all those things. But now Anambra State have a full new debate bus that was donated in the year 2019, courtesy of our debate, 2019 Governor School Debate Championship. Now after that debate, I told the commissioner that at this time of the day now, we need to now make a permanent structure in debate. We need to set up a debate office. Let's have a debate office in Anambra State. We don't just need to be doing it haphazardly. We need to have a standard debate office in Anambra State. Let's create Anambra State Debate Office, headed by Amaka Enekwe. Before, Amaka Enekwe had been doing so well. Amaka Enekwe is a principal of I think she's the principal of Holy Cross Secondary School, Mawolo. She was the person that has been doing so well in debates, without paying her anything. That's her passion. A very good mother that believes in power of dialogue. So she has been carrying people along, pulling these things on her own. I have to commission that award. This woman is supposed to be at least, let's find a way to at least make her at least reward her for what she has been doing. Let us now make her the official Anambra State Debate Coordinator, and now allow her to run that Anambra State Debate Office. She has done so well. She has proven to the ministry that she can anchor debate in Anambra State. And the commissioner accepted my request. And I told the commissioner, no, we need to write a letter. Let it be official. let's write it down and present that letter to her. Because mandate is mandate. Then the permanent secretary that time was Mr. Lai Okonkwo. That was the permanent secretary, Minister of Basic Education then. So she told the permanent secretary to prepare a letter and to submit to Amaka Anekwe. That 2019, that was how Amaka Anekwe became official Anambra State Debate Coordinator and the head of Anambra State Debate Office. This is all part of the structure we want to set up. Of course, we cannot enjoy it every time. It's not our job to want to set the structure. Even when we are leaving the office, at least we have set the structure for the next government to key into. So Amaka Anekwe is now from that time she has been doing so well. Even this year, 2023, last year 2022, Anambra State still took first again in PSDN debate 2022. They still took first and they won Nasarawa State in the finals. So these things are part of the investment that have been done years back. It's still yielding profit, and it will still be there for next year too. Because when you do a very solid investment, even any government that comes in next time will enjoy that investment. Government should not be killing dreams or killing continuity if they come and no. Government should always find a way to continue good things that the last government did and sustain with it. If not because of this investment that we did for the past 4 or 5 years, this government would not have been enjoying it right now. They went to debate now this time and they won. It's not this government is not even up to 1 year, but this is an investment that has been done. So after then we organize another debates. But this time around now, our debate for next debate 2021 governor school debate, we wanted to make it now look more like a digital debate now. Because of our new normal, now everything is new normal. Now we want to now make the debate to be digital. For the first time in Nigeria, we organized an online debate. Anambra State is the first state that did it. I have my laptops and my internet, so it's easy for you to do research. Research is one of the easiest things you can do now when you have your laptop. I've researched. No state have done it. We are the only first state. Anambra is the only state through the NGO that organized online debates on YouTube. Every debate from the first round to the last one is on YouTube with a good quality. With a good quality. Where you can watch everywhere you are. You don't need to come to, because we want to now reduce new normal. We want to now create a new normal whereby it can be anywhere and learn. You don't need to come to that place and anchor. We did it in Anambra State and it works so well. So whatever we are saying is not that we have not done it. We have done it and it works. The video is already there in the screen for you to see the video. So this is already part of what we have done. We organize an online debate, and a lot of people we are watching debate from everywhere and commenting. So the massive project. It's easy for you to. Education is even very easy when it comes to digital technology. I can tell you the simple truth. The money you spend to convert students to your program, to buy food, to buy refreshment, to put them in hotel. You won't spend anymore. With just your camera and your internet access. With your team, you can organize something, and everybody will watch it everywhere in the world. In the whole world. Everybody we are commenting Anambra State that Anambra State is now doing well in digital technology. We are the one that drive this process. Through the Ministry of Education, headed by Commissioner for Education. We drive this process, it's working.
Hoi, Data and KidsCamp 1991 cited education as the level at which teachers place importance on meeting the educational goals of all students. The NGO supported this motion by creating the ICT training for teachers in accordance to the Teachers' Welfare Agenda made by the Ministry of Basic Education. The NGO was able to train 13,500 teachers across the state in a detailed 3 weeks training which involved computer appreciation, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Google Digital Skills. At the end of this training, all the teachers were duly certified with the basic computer knowledge to promote quality education and to embrace the 21st century technology-based education.
But before we came into the government, that the government of William Diano to the Minister of Basic Education, the commissioner sat me down and she told me her vision with the vision of the governor of Anambra State, Governor Willie Obiano. Because I have to understand their own vision and know where we can keep. That was even the first thing that we did. Now she said that their vision is that the learning needs of all must be met through equitable distribution of resources and learning of lifelong skills, and to ensure that they are one of the top 3 states with lowest literacy level in Nigeria. It was their vision, very wonderful vision. Already they have a clear blueprint of what they want to achieve. So all the things that I've been doing is to key into that vision, and that learning needs of all must be met through equitable distribution of lifelong skills. So we already have what they want to do. When we now came in, after the 2019 debate that we did, we had to develop digital technology in schools. How do we align with the 21st century digital education that have been going on in the Western states? How do we bring up our state to match with the 21st century technology education? Of course, this was one of the things we have been developing for the past few months before we came into the government. Now, the first thing was for us to already before then, they already have a vision. She told me that she already had a vision to empower all our teachers with ICT knowledge. She had a vision called One Teacher, One Laptop policy. What is this policy? Her vision is that she wants to education system in Anambra State where all our teachers will have one laptop that they will be using to carry out their education activities. She wants to drive a vision that each teacher in Anambra State will have one laptop in order to drive 21st century technology education in Anambra State. This was her vision even before when the minute she was announced the Commissioner for Education in 2014. So it was a clear vision, and I saw her passion. She had discussed that thing with me, and I want to say, okay, how can we key into this vision? How can we assist her in making this thing to be a reality? I had to do a research with my team. We did a research and everything. We come up with a wonderful solution. Now, I told her the first thing we must do, first of all, is that we must cultivate that hunger for ICT, for digital technology in our teachers first. Let's start with our teachers first. Once they have the hunger, because most of them, then I did another research, and I found out that over 90% of Anambra State teachers are computer illiterate. Over 90% of our teachers in Anambra State are computer illiterate. Because the demography is already there. I had to do the research. I had to do the parallel research to all the schools in Anambra State. It was a very big problem. So how can you begin to talk about laptops? How can you push digital technology, digital learning in schools when even the driving force, the key people that are supposed to drive it are not computer literate? It won't work. I mean, there is work to be done. Even before then, of course, Anambra have been doing so well in doing organizing trainings. Even the past Peter Obis regime, he did a lot of jobs. I have to commend him. He did a lot of jobs in the education system. In fact, one of the things we enjoy in the education sector then was part of the investment of Peter Obis regime, because he was able to supply over 50,000 laptops to all schools. In every school in Anambra State, no school will have nothing less than 100 laptops in each school. In Anambra State, to all secondary schools, both primary and secondary, mission schools, everywhere, he supplied laptops, HP laptops. I can give you, I can attest to that. And he installed generator sets, this time, minimum of 50 kVA, some schools have 100 kVA in all schools, and installed internet cable in most of the schools now have internet cable. So these things are already part of the investment that people did in the education sector. So when we came in, I saw that these things have already been done. We already have these laptops in schools. We already have these generators in school. Now, how can we be able to make it to be working? How can we make it to be useful to all the vision of the ministry? But we have all those, but our church has not completed it. So we organize an ICT training. I think Commissioner Award, we are going to organize a digital training for teachers. Let's see how far we can go. And I know we cannot be able to achieve all the vision to make all of them computer literate. But you can try as much as possible to give it for most people to learn and they believe in the vision. When you have majority that believes in your vision, other people will key into the vision. That was how we managed to organize our first biggest measure and still the best training in Nigeria ever organized in the education sector. We organized Anambra State statewide ICT training. ICT teachers training was organized in Anambra State. So this team was done by the NGO. We had to train over 13,500 teachers in Anambra State on digital technology. Imagine what you are talking about, that number. It was a very big challenge for us. But before then, we already have our clear blueprint on how we want to achieve it. We developed centers across the states. We had about 35 centers in the state, and that project was done during long vacation. The ministry declared state of emergency on ICT literacy. It was a very big problem in Anambra State. The government approved that every teacher should go back and learn computer. So that time they have only closed school for holidays. So we closed down every holiday license in schools so that everybody will go and learn ICT training. It was a driving force for the ministry. We had teachers everywhere. At the time, before then, they were very happy. Wow! But then before our coming into the government, they want to do about ICT. They would select like 10 teachers or 100 teachers or 50 teachers to go and do that and come back. No, when you do that, you are not carrying anybody along. Now the teachers are now have that. At least everybody can now get into the vision. If you don't want to learn or if you don't want to study, it's your business now. But at least everybody is giving equal attention. That was what we did. It was not at least something. We had trainers, coordinators, everywhere. We had training, every centers, and that training was successful because of that laptop of P2B's laptop. Because of that laptop, we would have even had enough laptops to even train, because we had over 7,900 laptops all over the centers. Because we used to have two classes per day. So we have laptops everywhere that can able to accommodate all the teachers. So that's what we call continuity. So we have to continue from the legacy of P2B and the achieved legacy of Wole Obiano. I'm not a politician, so I'm just saying things based on what I saw in the government. So the project was successful due to the fact that we already have something to key into, and that was how we achieved the project. Dealing with training, before then I had to write to Google. I went to Google for them to come into Anambra State and help us to develop a digital teaching in Anambra State. And they accepted. They came in. Google came in and trained for 1 week. We drive Google in Anambra State and they trained for 1 week in Anambra State on that ICT training. So we had 2 weeks to train on computer application, because we already identified the key programs in the computer that they need. Computer application, Microsoft Office Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and the Google Digital Skill, and that was done within 3 weeks. It's not an easy something for us. Google came into Anambra State and they trained for 1 week. They give us a lot of gifts, and they promise that they want to set up a Google Center in Anambra State, where people can come and do free research, free internet for education system in Anambra State. I don't know how far this project is with this government now, but it was part of what they're supposed to hand over. I don't know the level of the project now, but I know these are things we are already planning before we left the government. So this Google came in, we did this thing. After the project now, we now say, okay, fine. Now, Commissioner, now we have done this thing now. Now we have now conquered the ICT hunger in our chairs. I remember that finals. One teacher like that, I've forgotten their name. She did not know anything about computer. That was her first time to get a computer exposure. Well, that time as Dr. Leo Stan the MD of Zynos Computers came to that program to mentor our teachers. He was surprised how this man were able to interpret computer from the back to front. She was not asking us. He was not asking us. This man you are talking about, is this man this man studied computer within 2 weeks? We said yes. The way she was interpreting computer, as if that she had known computer for more than 7 years. No, just that 3 weeks. The man promised, gave her a brand new laptop and other gift item that he gave her. That's what happened. The magic in these things. Now, after the training, I did another research, and I found out that the number of the percentage of ICT literacy in Anambra State reduced from 90% about 90% down to 40%. Now we have over 65% of the teachers now in Anambra State that can boast for IT technology. These are ways you can drive this technology. You can't just begin to push it and impose on them. You have to first of all create that hunger, bring that hunger in them. Let them see the hunger in that particular program. So after that, we now push, and as the company now we have to now push for this one teacher, one laptop policy. Before then, I've already discussed with teachers, and they love the fact I want to give them a laptop one by one. They love the fact they are going to buy it on a soft loan. What I wanted to do, what I want to do is to write to HP, which I already did. I bought it to HP and some of the major distributors of laptops in Nigeria. I discussed the vision with them that can you supply at least 10,000 laptops to our teachers on a 3 years payment plan. The teachers will pay you 1 more month every month for the next 36 months, and they accepted. So they came to the vision. They accepted, especially HP distributor accepted to push that part of their vision, and the chef also accepted. And I think that time was around 120,000 naira each. So that even HP now said that distributor, HP said that they're going to give us that laptop at 135,000. That's the only profit there is 15,000 for 3 years. 3 years laptop for 3 years, 15,000 naira. That means the teacher will now pay back 135,000. Now if you now divide 135,000 naira by 36 months, it's not like what it's a very easy low payment plan for teachers, and they love the idea. They love the vision, and they wanted to get into the vision. But before, 1 or 2 things that happened in the government, politics or not politics, made me to pull out on that particular vision of the one chair, one laptop policy. But it was part of what we want to do. If by now would have all church and members supposed to have one laptop, courtesy of this IC training. Before then, this training was rated one of the best ever women capacity training in Nigeria organized. But no states have organized such training in Nigeria. If you have any state, I need to verify. Give me a verified already. Give me the record. No state in Nigeria have organized a training in a go that can contain that number in the education sector. And on ICT training, nobody state have done that. We are the only state, we are only people that we are only NGO. Anambra is the only state that have done such trainings, and that training will become a success. You can never, it's not a rocket science. Education is not an an expense. Education is an investment.
In a world saturated by visual media, the NGO Bring It On Africa, which had successfully handled several talent shows, channels the energy into talent management, using the strategy to bring talented students up to speed. The NGO adopted their very first film and creative academy, suggesting film theory should thus be widely offered in public schools, as it can set students up for the future success by improving visual literacy, critical thinking, and memory boosts. The NGO partnered with Anambra State Ministry of Education and Yoli Doche TV Production to provide training and carry out performances, organizing series of film and media that brought about good morals and positive impact to our society, in which one of its bestseller is a little scar. The NGO have thus produced over 300 certified young filmmakers through this partnership and will continue to retain their values and develop more talent for future roles in the industries, companies, and businesses.
I came into I brought another vision to the ministry where we develop a blueprint. We have been working every day. We have developed a blueprint on how. Because I'm also into Nollywood. Of course, I'm a media person. I understand what film can do to people. I understand that a lot of our young ones are been led astray when it comes to doing film. So, and most of these people are talented in school. We have a lot of our talented actors in our Sunday school that they want to become an actor or a filmmaker. You don't wait till when somebody is in university before that person can be doing that thing in secondary school. The government needs to find a way to discover people young. That's why these people are better than us, the Western world. They start from the scratch to develop talent. If you develop art and creativity, then the ministry already have STEM. STEM is what we call science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That was what they are driving. STEM. This STEM is already a global vision in education, in science education in globally. So now the ministry now brought in the idea called STEAM: science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. To bring in art into it now. She's a very intelligent woman, the Commissioner for Education, that Professor Ketomina. In fact, part of the things I learned, our effectiveness in the project delivery was because we have someone like her at the helm. Because when you have someone that have a very good vision, that is very intelligent to articulating, it makes your work very, very easy. So we now thought that okay, fine, we can develop stories. We can develop our own brand. We don't need to develop Nollywood for somebody to become a star and make this people star in our own brand. Another said, same thing, one thing, education sector in the world, in anywhere, is the highest brand. It's a global brand than any other brand because you have the number to do what you want to do. You have the people to do what you want to do. If you want to have 1 million people now that will watch your program within 1 month, you can drive it in the education sector. We can't wait for them to go out there. We can create our own way to develop our own stars. How do we do that? Let's start doing our own film academy. Let's organize our film academy in our education sector. No, we don't need to be bringing in people from outside to do our own films that can support education when we can develop our own stars. I want us to be doing education film like film on cultism, social vices, exam malpractice, things that affect education sector. Let us be doing those films. Let them be watching those films. The more they watch those films, the more they begin that their mindset begin to reset, and the parents will also be learning from that film. Let's start creating stories that can be part of our activities in secondary school. And another way, you are making that film and also making stars. Oh, that was how we started our film academy. We developed a film academy in our school. We had to do audition in all schools in Anambra State to develop young stars. We tagged that program Anambra State Center for Art and Creativity. Headed by the Commissioner for Education then, Professor Ketomina. We drive that program, and our vision is very clear: to develop stars and make them know what they will be tomorrow. The government cannot do everything. The government can always create a platform where people can excel. We are going to film academy. We train people for 3 weeks. Over 40 actors we are trained in Anambra State, young actors in secondary school. If we see what you can do. They have not done film before, but they were happy. Most of them were crying. Sir, you people have given us the best dream we have ever dreamt in our life. You should see the cries. We were very happy. And we went to the academy. We discovered a lot of actors in that academy. The idea is after the training, let's do a film. Let's create a very good story that can be impactful and let them be on our. Because of course, when you want to do education-based story, you have to use them to do that because they are the ones that understand the terrain. They are in that system. They know what they are passing in the system. So they are the best people. They are the best people to interpret that character for you. They are the best to interpret the character for you. So we have to train them and make them to wear that character, for them to do it well. And we did a film called Little Sky that entails more on exam practice. A film that gives details on how schools run exam practice and how demonic and how bad it is. We expose exam practice to the viewers and to the parents and the students through that film, and why it is very bad, and why this government needs to fight malpractice. Of course, the ministry already have been fighting malpractice from day one. The ministry then they had to even install IP camera in schools to monitor exams on a daily basis. So it was the ministry have been fighting every day for exam practice. So we have to let's do a film on it, and this people did that film. If you watch that film, you could see the kind of thing that these people can do. Their first film, nobody has done even short film. Their first film, just one film, and they were doing so well. Imagine what you can now do if they keep on doing this thing now. That means you can even develop your own celebrities in secondary school. You can have your stars that can be making government money. If you know if government how marketable you can these people can be for you. It's not about building market. You can build woman potentials, and they could yield you. Imagine what these people are making in football. They will sign somebody $100 million, $100 million in football. Imagine now what their agent is making. Their agent is making. So government can also market these people. They can market them. They can become marketable. They can do a film, and whenever you want to call them for a job, you pay them to the government. Government will now become their agent, and government will now manage them, and they can be marketable. The government can create stories. If they do a film, one film can go on cinema and make over 200 million naira on cinema, or 100 million on cinema. Government can be making profit just to do one film that cannot even cost more than 5 million or 10 million. This is what you can use your people to do, and it still even generate funds for the government.
The event helped in investing in human resources to discover long-term value and future leaders. The NGO claims that one of its major vision is to develop education in Nigeria and also promote creativity. It was a great pleasure for the NGO to assist the government of Anambra State towards promoting an educational system which was easily accessible and competitive. The three agendas made in plan by the Ministry of Education was student welfare, teachers welfare, and infrastructure. The project was a collaboration with Bring It On Africa and the Ministry of Education of Anambra State from 2018 to 2022.
We started having a lot of the programs. We had e-conference on post-COVID-19. Before, after that, we had COVID that shut down almost the world for over about 1 year or thereabout. So everything shut down in the States, even in Nigeria. Now, because of that thing that we did, that IC that we did, now our teachers can now be able to know how to handle e-classroom, digital classroom, and everything. So now we say, okay, let's organize an e-conference for teachers on post-COVID-19 in Anambra State. That program was organized, was a brainchild of IDK, Integral Development Consult in Anambra State. IDK headed by Mr. Chinwe Nweke and the Commissioner for Education, Minister of Education. They brought me in for me to help them to develop the project, which I love. I love the idea because already we already have that hunger in teachers, so they can also know how to key to this particular e-conference. So the program went to the e-conference to new normal. That we want to now face the new normal, tell them about the new normal, how to embrace the new normal, and it was a successful project. It was an e-conference that we had teachers. You don't need to come to a program. You can do it just your phone. You can key to the conference and be learning from the conference. So we did the conference, and it was a success. But other things that within the ministry, we helped them we helped the ministry to organize Education Builders Award, where we celebrated our education people that have been doing so well in education, people that have been giving us giving the ministry funds, grants, and they have been building schools. Now the government decided to award them. We also help the ministry to organize Anambra Education Icons. That's the last event that they did to celebrate every icon in the ministry, the teachers, students, staff that help the government to become what it is. We also assist the ministry in other projects that we help the ministry to organize. We develop a e-learning system. We want to now go back to e-learning. Let us see a way to drive e-learning in Anambra State, whereby students can be in their house and be learning in their house. We develop a platform where we can now, teachers can go inside the classrooms, studio, learn, render these classes in the studio. We will now prepare these classes in our DVD plate, develop it in a module that even in your home, you can put that thing in your DVD in your home. Because one of the things that one of the problems we can face is the issue of laptop. So we say, okay, everybody has DVD in their home, so you can use DVD and still achieve that process. So we are already working on e-learning in Anambra State in our program. In our next program, we're already working on e-learning. So what we did now, what we just did is our 5 years plan. Now our next 5 years now, we have already developed our vision for the next 5 years. Our vision is supposed to be ending in the year 2028. Now this is our vision. We already advanced our vision into stamps. Stamps is called S is for student welfare, T is for teachers welfare, A is for arts and creativity, M is for media, and the S is smart education. We already have our goal that we want to drive, because already we have done this thing before. All the things that within Anambra State was more like a pilot. Now we want to now bring it into stamps. STAMS. This is our vision for the next 5 years. Whoever we are going to work with, whoever state, because we are already working on going to Ekiti State, Osun, Edo, and many other states we want to work with. So this is our 5 years vision with that which of the state we are going to work on, and each of this vision already have our target and what we want to achieve in that target. Some state government doesn't understand that YouTube, social media is the way to go. Most state government doesn't even have social media accounts. Most state government doesn't even have social media account. We drive up social media in Anambra State. And when I came to Anambra State government, I told the commissioner that we need to start up a social media account. We need to engage. This is the way people can follow you people. And anytime you want to, YouTube pays money. YouTube can make government generate huge amount of funds. YouTube alone. But you don't know it. And when you want to bring it to them, for them to know, they might say, hey, they know everything. But now, if you want to teach them that I can make money on YouTube, government can make money on YouTube. Money on YouTube. Money. Because they have market, but they don't know it. And unfortunately, when you now come in to help them, some of them will kick against it. Government can be generating over 20 million naira in a yearly on YouTube. On YouTube, just to be in content. That is we want to drive in states. That is we want to drive. We already have that plan. We have done it in Anambra State. We are going to drive those things in state on how state can key into online programs, online channels, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and use it to generate money. And they can make money from those things. So these are things we are going to drive, which are, of course, is part of our program for our next 5 years vision. We can help state government to develop all these things and generate traffic and funds in their program, and make people start seeing that presenters. Who told you that it's very bad for you to have a young person from SS to become a presenter in your TV program? Who told you it's a bad thing? Who told you can have a young person from SS2 that becoming one of the biggest rising stars in Nigeria? Is it possible? It's possible. It's possible. And you have to start now to do it. And government cannot do it on alone. Government can only succeed by working with a very good consultant that have done so well, that can help them to achieve their goals. It's not about tribalism or whatever. Anywhere you can see them, you work with them. They are the people that can help you to develop all these things for you. Whatever you are seeing now in the debates, whatever you are seeing now in ICT, whatever you are seeing now in digital technology, whatever you are seeing now, we've done a lot of things for them. Whatever you are seeing now is part of the product, the input of the NGO. We have done things. We have assisted the ministry to do documentaries in schools. To when I remember the hostels, the government did. We have 12 technical schools, so government built at least 7 or 8 hostels in the technical schools. We are the one that did documentaries. We cover documentaries in all the schools, the education development in Anambra State. We cover documentaries for them. We did everything for them, for us to, because we already have an answer to every problem that the ministry wants from us. We are their head of media. The NGO, because already we have a very good media brand. So the NGO was the one in charge of all their media activities in the states, in the ministry. And that has to do with media. We are the one that they call. We are the one that handle their media and everything. We brought digital into what they are doing. Because people might not know what we are doing unless they sit online. So everything we have done is part of the legacies. It's part of our legacies to assist the government in making education a catalyst to human capital development.